Welcome to this thought for the day. Twice a day, a group of us from St George's gather to pray for our village, our country, and the whole world, using David Adams' book, The Rhythm of Life. As you may already know, since we have been in lockdown, we have continued to meet virtually so that these prayers can be broadcast and shared more widely. Perhaps you have already joined us. Today, I want to let you into something of a secret. The prayer group you can see on video are generally well behaved. You may spot the odd stifled yawn or observe an occasional wry smile when there are noises off. But normally we probably come over as demure, somewhat solemn, and maybe even pious. What you do not see are the before and after moments. Yet to me, these are significant too. Before recording begins, we negotiate who is to read which part. Sometimes there is time for a quick chat, in which we check that everyone is okay, showing God's love for one another. Then, after the filming, an interesting ritual has developed. I have collated photographs of various places in the UK and around the world, which I have visited in the last 50 years or so. When we are chatting after coming off air, I use these as virtual backgrounds. So, one day I may be seen standing in the long gallery at Knowle. Another day I might be enjoying a boat ride off the coast of Cornwall, as you can see here, or visiting Park Güell in Barcelona. Sometimes more than one person in the prayer group guesses the location immediately. Other places are more tricky. Tyneham in Dorset, for example, or the Crick Tram Museum, Derbyshire, or San Gimignano in Tuscany, which I visited with my mother and stepfather when I was a teenager. These virtual backgrounds often spark conversations in our prayer group, and we relate fascinating anecdotes about our travels, mostly positive, occasionally negative. We cannot actually travel at present, or at least only as far as the local supermarket. Yet we can still travel through our rich memories and into the realm of our imagination. Our God is a generous God. These gifts elevate our spirits, help us feel free again. I'm reminded here of some words from Virginia Woolf's extended essay, A Room of One's Own. She wrote, "Lock up your libraries if you like, but there is no gate, no lock, no bolt that you can set upon the freedom of my mind." Memory and imagination offer alternative journeys away from the ordinary towards the extraordinary, or from pain to pleasure. It is interesting that John Bunyan wrote A Pilgrim's Progress while he was in prison. The entire book is portrayed as a dream sequence in which the protagonist, Christian, journeys from his hometown, the city of destruction, or our world, to the celestial city, or heaven. Through such journeys of the imagination, we can experience God's healing powers. Feelings of isolation, frustration, and even oppression may fade into the background. Difficult times can be made more tolerable. Our God is a generous God. Thank you, God.